Well, now signs that your gym may be a bust.
Thanks, Bev. Every day, Canadians head to the gym to get fit. Would they go if they knew the potential dangers that may await them there? Conor Kelly is CEO of Evolution Fitness. He's here to tell us what the health industry may not want you to know. Oh, gosh, I don't know. Sometimes I think, Conor, ignorance is bliss. But anyway, what are some of the biggest dangers of health clubs, health-wise?
Well, Seamus, some of the biggest issues nowadays, especially this time of year, have to do with very serious overcrowding, especially in large commercial health club chains. As a result, cleanliness is often an issue. Quite often they're not properly staffed. So there's a lot of extra things like bacteria and viruses, contagious, flus and colds, and also things like conjunctivitis and athlete's foot are very common.
So, okay, where are we talking about? What areas are we talking about? In the locker room? Are we talking about with equipment?
We're talking about pretty much anything that you can put your hands on in the gym.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah. In addition to that, and one of the biggest problems that I see with commercial health clubs that people may not be aware of is that a lot of their trainers are underqualified.
That is an excellent point. How do you know if your trainer is qualified? What should you be looking for?
Well, I usually advise people in the first place that you need to get, a better idea of the qualifications of the trainer by getting in depth about their experience, like how long they've been in the business, because that's a really good key indicator of how much a trainer is able to deliver on the promise. And then the second thing I always advise people is to get references. Any serious professional will be able to allow you to speak to their clients to find out not only what a great guy he is or she is, but to find out what kind of results they're actually getting for their clients. So
if you're an underqualified trainer, you could seriously injure somebody too if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean, like it's really unfortunate, but I've been witness to a lot of unsafe practice by inexperienced trainers, such as putting the client on exercises that they're not ready for, even basic things like not performing a warm-up.
What's the certification? How's that managed?
I mean, that's a great question. Unfortunately, the criteria that the certification programs that are available today are not that stringent. In fact, usually it's kind of like a weekend course where they cover like some basic physiology and they get a little bit into program design, but they're not that comprehensive, and the testing is not that difficult to pass. So it's really not enough to say, oh, well, a trainer is certified. You need to look a little bit deeper into the qualifications than that.
What sort of recourse do you have if, for whatever reason, you run into trouble with a trainer?
Well, the thing that I want to warn people about in commercial gyms is you don't have a lot of recourse, because they'll tend to want to lock you into long-term contracts.
Yeah.
And then even if you're not happy with the service,
you're locked in.
You're locked in, and they definitely are not going to refund your investment. And then, I mean, your only recourse beyond that is to go to Better Business Bureau, and that kind of thing.
So if I'm an existing gym member right now, what can I do to protect myself?
Well, as I said, first of all, maybe you want to, if you're going to use a trainer, you're going to want to get letters of reference, be able to speak to some of the people that they're working with. A great idea would be to bring some hand sanitizer with you to the gym.
Yeah.
So anytime before you leave the gym, sanitize the hands or wash your hands with water and soap.
Yeah.
And make sure that while you're actually in your workout, you're not ever touching your face, because that's where the colds and viruses and things like conjunctivitis get communicated.
Does it help if people wipe off the equipment? You see, like the spray, the Windex or whatever it is?
I mean, it would help somewhat. However,
if everybody did it.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people fail to do this, especially, I mean, when in a large traffic area, when we get a lot of, hundreds of people per hour, it's really impossible to count on that.
And that it seems to be the recurring theme here. Look for a gym that is not as trafficked or overcrowded as some others are. Is that it?
I think generally speaking, this is the problem with large commercial health club chains. You want to look for either maybe a smaller personal training studio where the attention is a little bit more personalized.
Okay. Conor, thank you very much.
Thanks very much for having me, Seamus.
Words to the wise. We'll be right back with more on AM. Stay with us.